All right, you YouTube gun community, you nut and fancy followers, all you shooters that love to see all that tactical shooting. By the way, have you noticed that a lot of those videos have quit lately because of the ammo being disappearing? I have a theory on that, but I'll get to that later at the end of the video. I have a challenge for you. I notice that you run commercials on your website, so I know you're making a little bit of money. I challenge you to give 10% of your earnings to either the NRA ILA. The ILA is the part that if you give to them, it goes into the war chest for the next election. And this is what we really need to build up, because any senator and representatives that vote for this gun confiscation stuff, that's where that war chest money will go. So if the NRA is building this war chest, and believe me, Congress knows that they're building the war chest, because this is what happened last time. They got 34 of them fired. We're building a war chest for the next election, which will be 2014. And all the ones that voted for this will be gone. They'll be out. So we need to make sure, even if you don't want to be an NRA member, you give your $50 or $100 or whatever to the NRA ILA. That's the legislative action part of the NRA. That way you won't get no magazines or nothing like that. It'll go straight into the war chest. But it doesn't hurt to be a member of the NRA, because then you get a little monthly magazine that gives you updates on what the latest crap going on is. Anyway, what I personally am doing is I got 50-50 of my YouTube money. Half of it goes to the NRA ILA. The other half goes to Gun Owners of America. Gun Owners of America is a smaller group, but they are much less compromised. They have less compromise. They would even go as far as to repeal the 1968 Gun Control Act and the 1934 Gun Control Act, because they are both unconstitutional. All right, let's see. So there's my challenge to you gun sites. Put your money where your mouth is, or shut up. And you should be also telling your members about POPVOX. I love how these people like to do all these gun videos, but when it comes time to get political and save their rights and save our country, then they're shut up because they don't want to offend anybody. You know, it's time that you get off. You're going to have to jump on one side of the fence or the other. Get rid of your guns right now, because if you're not going to stand with us, you're against us. Get rid of them. There's no reason, if you're not willing to fight for your rights, get rid of your guns. Otherwise, you're nothing but a hypocrite. Now, POPVOX. That's another thing. You should be telling all your viewers to sign up for POPVOX and vote, because there's a bunch of bills coming out they have great headlines. They say, "Oh, save the children bill." But when you look down in the bottom of it, it's all gun confiscation. You have to vote against that. And when you vote on POPVOX, a letter gets sent to your congressman or your senator saying, no. Of course, everybody should know about Ruger already. Ruger's sending letters to all your representatives. Make sure every member of your household has a letter sent through Ruger. I mean, each member of your household. If you're married, husband and wife, you should both have POPVOX accounts, because you each vote and you each count as a vote. Husband and wives, that's right. 2 separate POPVOX accounts. 2 separate letters from Ruger. If you have children in the house that are over 18 and they vote, sign them up for POPVOX. Make sure they vote too. I mean, it's free. There's no excuse. What's your excuse? Are you too stupid? If you can't use POPVOX, you've got to be dumber than me. That's for sure. If I can do it, and you say you can't do it, and then you want to call me stupid? Yeah, right. So you gun YouTubers that have YouTube channels out there that I know most of you got more viewers than I do. 10%, dudes, 10%. And it's going to have to be 10% for the next 4 years because we need to build that war chest. That war chest for the ILA has to be built up for the elections because we have to let them know that we're fixing to boot them out of office. And if we don't have the funding to do it, we can't do it. Membership is good, but building up that ILA war chest is even better. So 10% of your money should go to those war chests. That's the NRA ILA, or Gun Owners of America. Gun Owners of America are really a no. If a candidate gets an A rating from the Gun Owners of America, you can bet they're pretty constitutional because that's pretty. The Second Amendment is a good litmus test of a candidate. If they believe in the Constitution of the United States, the Second Amendment is the most controversial one. If they believe in that, they're reading their Constitution. Believe me.